What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to EP09. So we're going to start this one off with an update from Hunter Labrada. Hunter is currently traveling overseas in Jordan doing some training and local appearances, and at 10 weeks out of the Olympia, I gotta say, at first, I was surprised that Hunter was traveling so far when he's this deep into his Olympia prep. But realistically, Hunter really has been in prep for months now, and he's already in shape, so the travel probably isn't as detrimental to his Olympia prep. And of course, after what we saw in Tampa and in Texas, at this point, Hunter does look good here. He looks very lean. But you know what? On the other hand, there's no getting around it. This is the time when most other Olympians have already shut it down for their Olympia prep. And in my opinion, Hunter may already be in shape, but this time between now and 10 weeks out is absolutely crucial, especially for him. His win in Tampa restored a lot of faith in him from the fans, and I don't think his second place finish in Texas affected his momentum, but he still has some ground to make up when it comes to his fourth place finish at the Olympia. So look, I'm not saying that Hunter isn't focused on bringing his best to the Olympia stage, and he said the trip was good for his mental health overall, so I expect when he gets back to his home gym in Texas, he'll be putting his nose down to the grindstone. But for now, the question is Hunter's competition going to outwork him? You guys let me know in the comments below. Okay, so next up, after a very impressive fourth place finish at the 2023 Toronto Pro, Strand is well into his offseason at this point. But even given the fact that he's finishing up a health phase right now, he honestly looked like he's packed on some size already. You can really see the potential in Robin's physique here. The proportions are spot on, he's got capped shoulders, good chest, round quads, the arms look like they actually came up in size, the midsection looks good, and he hasn't even begun to put his foot on the gas for the offseason as of yet. You guys, Strand is one to watch out for in the 2024 season. I think he's on track to really do some damage in the Pro League. Okay, so next up, at less than 2 weeks out of the Italy Pro, Regan Grimes remains the favorite to take home the victory and the Olympia qualification. If Regan's improvements translate over to the stage next weekend, it really is going to be difficult for a veteran, even like Nathan Diasha, to defeat this version of Regan Grimes. This could very well be, finally, the year that Regan Grimes really fulfills his true potential. And Milos is really pushing down the food right now for Regan as well. But Regan is definitely willing to suffer to take home that win. And I really do think this is going to be a battle between Regan and Nathan when it comes right down to it. Good Vito, I think, will be impressive. Blessing will be improved, but I just think that Regan and Nathan are on another level in terms of muscularity and muscle maturity. So we're less than 2 weeks out from the show. Stay tuned for a full breakdown of the Italy Pro. I'll have Mark's Max Muscle and Sanch from Bodybuilding News Network join me on an upcoming episode of the Bodybuilding Breakdown. Okay, so next up, I suspected that Wesley Vissers would be competing in the near future, and Wesley has now confirmed that he is currently 3.5 weeks out from returning to the stage. Now, like I said in my last video, you guys, he already looks lean enough, really. He's absolutely shredded in these updates. All he needs to do is maintain, focus on recovery, make weight, and take home that Olympia qualification. And I would say the show that Wesley is aiming for to earn that qualification is the European Pro Championships in Spain on September 17th. But that's not all, you guys. Wesley plans that he's actually going to do 4 shows this year. He's planning on doing 2 before the Olympia itself, and 1 shortly after the Olympia. So my guess is that Wesley wants to have a backup show to make sure he'll qualify for this year's Olympia. Not that I think he'll need it, but I would say that he wants to qualify early for the 2024 Olympia as well. So this just turned into a very exciting competition season for the fans of Wesley Vissers, and I'll keep you guys up to date on all this progress. Okay, so last up, Derek Lunsford dropped a very impressive physique update at 10 weeks out of the Olympia, and it will be the next number of weeks that we see the true improvements that Derek has made during the offseason. In terms of overall muscularity, Derek is definitely bigger. We can see that, but it's the quality of the muscle that we're really looking to see. He's been training hard and he's been training heavy, so that just might aid enough in bringing out that hard, grainy detail that he needs to really push for that Olympia title. He's got a level of roundness to his physique that really gives him that 3D look, especially from the back, but you know, when we talk about guys like Samson Dauda and Andrew Jack and how they're just such big, imposing forces on a bodybuilding stage, it's the detail in shots like the back shots that can really give Derek Lunsford an edge. But of course, the back shots were Derek's strength at the 2022 Olympia. We know he'll look good from the back. The quads definitely needed to be improved, and they do look overall much better than last year. One of the questions was really around Derek's chest. He needed to improve on his chest, both in size and to make sure he brings out those striations, and he needs to do that in order to make sure that he can challenge these mass monsters in the front shots, and Hadi Chupin for that matter. So, we'll see how Derek dials in over the next few weeks. The Olympia is only 10 weeks away, you guys. Get excited and make sure you subscribe for all the updates leading up to what could be the greatest Olympia in many years. Anyway, that's it for me in this video, you guys. Thank you for tuning in to EP09. Be sure to like and subscribe.